What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Big Kev on this. Today we're going to be working on my GSR. It's a B18C1. We're going to be doing a valve adjustment or a valve lash to it. The reason why I'll be doing a valve adjustment is because I just want to do it to see where my clearance is at with my cams and my rocker arms. And also the reason why you'll probably be doing this because your engine is going to be sounding like a sewing machine. It'll be ticking really loud or making some weird noises. But yeah, let's get that started. So before you even start, make sure your car is cold, meaning your car doesn't need to be warm or hot. It needs to be completely cold. So what I usually do is just wait overnight and I'll do it in the morning. Guys, and for the very next thing, you're gonna want to put it in top dead center. So the bottom crank's gonna line up to that dot on the timing cover, and your two up arrows should face up with the two marks in the middle facing each other. The two middle ones are together. Up marks are up. Center one is up. Alright, you guys, before you guys even start on this, you guys need to know the firing order. By knowing the firing order, that's the same sequence that each cylinder needs to be adjusted as. So the firing order on this car is 1, 3, 4, and 2. So in case you didn't know, that's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So if you look on the cams, for every 90 degrees, you're gonna move on to the next cylinder. So right now it's on the up mark. Right now it's set to top dead center, so that's gonna be cylinder number 1. So we're gonna adjust cylinder number 1, the exhaust and the intake side. And then we're gonna rotate the gear counterclockwise after we're finished adjusting number 1. Your up mark should be over here. That'll be cylinder 3, and then next the up mark would be down here. That'll be cylinder 4, and then after that cylinder 2 is back in the middle. Your up mark should be right here. Alright, you guys, so before you even do your valve adjustment, you're gonna need a feeler gauge, and you're gonna need this special tool. It's a nut adjuster. There you go. 10mm head. That's to break the nut loose. And then there's a flat head in there to adjust the nut. Set your valve lash appropriately. So that's how it works. You break it or you tighten it with this handle, and you adjust the nut while holding the handle to do your valve lash. I went ahead and took my feeler gauges out. I'm gonna be using these 6/6,000ths of an inch, 7/1000ths of an inch, 8/1000ths of an inch. So 6 is gonna be for the intake side, 7 is gonna be for exhaust, and the 8 is just a double check. It's also same thing with the 7 is to double check to see if it's too loose or too tight. So let's get that started on cylinder 1. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the exhaust sides first. I'm gonna go ahead and use the number 8. If the 8 goes through, then it's too loose. So you can either check it from behind here or in the front. I like to do both. So number 8 does not go in. Okay. I'm gonna get my number 7. Number 7 should slide in with a drag. Which it does. But it kind of drags it too hard to the point where you have to kind of snag it out. So I think they might be too tight. So I'm gonna loosen them up. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my tool. Stick it under. Break it loose. Now that you have your valve lash where you want it to be, let me demonstrate, show you how it should be. This is the 7 thousandths of an inch. Slides right in, has a slight drag. You can hear it. Same thing for the front. Has a little drag to it. That's what you want. And then I'm gonna grab my 8 just to double check. The 8 should not go through, which it doesn't. Okay. And just to triple check one more time. That's the number 7. That's the number 8. Does not go in. Next, we're gonna do the other exhaust valve and move to the intake. Now I'm gonna check the intake side with a 6. Okay. That actually feels perfect. I'm gonna try number 7. Okay, so it looks like the intake side I don't have to adjust. Now I'm gonna go on to number 3. Alright guys, so I moved the crank counterclockwise 180 degrees and then moved the cam 90 degrees, which my up mark is right here. Now I went ahead, and marked all 4 edges. That should help out a lot to get the perfect adjustment. Alright you guys, next is cylinder 3. Go ahead and grab my 7 and my 8. Check it with an 8 first, see if it's loose. That's great, doesn't go in. Get my 7 thousandths of an inch. It actually feels pretty good. Let me show you from this angle. Sorry for the birds. Has a slight drag. This one's a little hard to pull out. I'm gonna loosen that one up a tad. There's the 7. Nope, does not go in. Here's my 6. Perfect, goes in with a drag. So I'll need to adjust the intake side again. This cylinder is done. Next cylinder is going to be number 4. So let's go ahead and go turn that crank. All right guys, this is number 4 cylinder. Up, down's facing down. Both marks in the middle are facing each other. All right, number 4 exhaust side. Grab my 8. Let's see. Uh-oh. That looks a little loose. Check this valve. That valve is tight. Grab my 7. So that valve has a nice drag. That one's completely loose. So the only one we're gonna do is this one. I'm gonna adjust that, loosen it, and tighten it up. Okay, already busted the nut and I got it loose. And I adjusted it a tad. I'm gonna enter my number 7 in. You can see that it has a slight drag to it. That's how you want it. Grab my number 8, see if it goes through. Number 8 does not go through. So when you do tighten it, you don't want to hold this. You see that nut adjustment? You're going to want to hold that still and then turn the handle and tighten it. So you're going to want to use 2 hands for this. Alright, we're going to check the intake side on cylinder 4. Okay. That's on number 6. Oh, that feels good. Number 7 does not go in, so we're good on that. Now we're gonna go to cylinder 2, last one, baby. Last one, baby, number 2. Cylinder 2. Up marks are facing to the right. I'll mark the middle marks so that it'll line up perfect. Last stretch, baby. I'm on number 7. I'm gonna check the exhaust side. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, another way to tell that your valves are completely closed. If you look at the cam lobes, they're facing up. On the bottom, there's nothing there. I mean, it's there, but the lobes are on top. So that's one way to find out. Anyway, here's number 7. So it looks like that's too tight on that valve. It's nice on that side. Let me grab number 8. That 8 doesn't go in. Of course it doesn't go in there, so I'm just gonna adjust this one next. Alright, just got done with number 4 exhaust valve. I'm sorry, number 2 cylinder exhaust valve. Nice, nice, nice. Number 8, perfect, perfect. Let's check the intake. Alright you guys, so after you did all your valve clearances on all your valves, just go ahead and, double check them by rotating it. Do the same procedure and just double check them, make sure they're all good, nice and tight, how you want it to feel and all that good stuff. And then we're just gonna throw the valve cover back on, which I'm about to do now. That's pretty much it for the valve lash. So now if you guys still continue to hear ticking sounds and stuff like that, check your LMAs. So to change out the LMAs, your lost motion assemblies, you're gonna have to remove your cams. That one's, it's okay to do, but mine's not ticking like that. Well, mine's not making a noise. I just wanted to check my valve clearances. pits. What's up, guys? So I just got back from doing those test drives and pulls. It doesn't really pull like it used to. It's probably because I did all that work to it. The timing belt, water pump, the valve seals, and the valve clearance now. So I'm thinking the ignition timing's off. So let's go ahead and adjust the timing on that. So I just got this little cheap timing gun. This is my timing gun. This one doesn't have the digital reading on it. But basically, it's all you really need anyways, since my motor's stock. This piece is gonna go on cylinder 1. So you'll clamp that over the wires, spark plug wires. And then you got your positive and your ground. So you're gonna hook that up to your battery. Since my battery's in the trunk, I'm gonna just grab some jumper cables and run it all the way to the front. You guys do your ignition timing, you're gonna have this mark right here. That's on your timing cover. Let's see if I can get it. See that little notch sticking up right there? Right there. And there's gonna be a mark on your timing cover. I mean on your crankshaft pulley. There's 3 little lines on there. I'll put a picture up. Got that clipped on cylinder 1 spark plug. Remember, cylinder 1 is always closer to the timing on any car. All right, next thing you're gonna wanna do is remove this kick panel. I believe they're all the same on Hondas and Acras. And you're gonna find the plug right here, which is brown and green. And you're gonna take a paper clip or some wires like this, and you're gonna jam it in to ground that plug off. This is also the same way to check your check engine light on OB1 cars. And I believe OB0 as well. Alright, just like that. It's probably gonna be easier with a paper clip if you got one. That way you can shove it in there better, but this should work fine. Alright, that's on. Crank the car up. Your check engine light should be solid. Let the car warm up to operating temperature. Now you can adjust your timing. Alright, you guys, done with the ignition timing. Second gear pump. right, you guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. The car's running top notch, A+ cherry on top. Got all my maintenance done, the engine's solid. Now it's time to do some performance stuff, maybe. But you have to stay tuned for that. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.